Hello friends, it's Brooke-Sidney here, your favorite mindset and manifestation coach. And today we are talking all about using ASKfirmations to help you have business and sales success. This is a viewer commented and requested video. This video is going to help you attract more clients, close more deals, and magnetize opportunities without all the hustle and grind. So this one is for you. But before we get into it, I just want to remind you that there are a few ways to work with me. The main way right now is the one-on-one session. Definitely hop into a one-on-one session. All of those links are below. So before we launch into the best ASKfirmations to get you more money, to get you more business, and to get you more sales, I want to do a brief refresher on what are ASKfirmations. I'm going to tag my top 2 videos on ASKfirmations so that you can go deep. Quite simply, ASKfirmations are affirmations in the question format that prompt your subconscious to find the answer. So you are actually using your subconscious as a way to almost like kind of run the game. It is going to find the answer to your question. And so if you're asking it a question about something that you want to manifest, what is it going to do? It's going to look for the answer and then make it happen. So if we bring it back to business, a good example of this is instead of being like, where are all my clients, where you're worrying about your clients, you're expressing doubt about your clients, or you're saying, I want more clients, you would be like, why is it so easy for me to have amazing clients? Why do clients always come to me? Why am I always finding so many clients that want to pay me amazing amounts of money for my offers? That's the way we start using our subconscious and our ASKfirmations to benefit ourselves in business and in sales. But I'm going to get into some of my absolute favorite ones that I find myself using to motivate myself, not only in this manifestation teachings, but also in my book business. And as you all know, I'm also a lawyer. So I've been using ASKfirmations and affirmations for a while to keep myself not only motivated, but to manifest success in those areas. Let's start off in the areas of client attraction, meaning magnetizing more clients to you, or you just automatically seeming like the perfect fit for your perfect client. One of the ones that I always say is, why do my ideal clients find me so easily? Why do my ideal clients find me so easily? Another one is, why are there so many aligned opportunities just coming into my mailbox? Or in the case of, especially where you are out in the world, you could be thinking things like, why is it so easy for me to meet my ideal client everywhere I go? Why is it so easy for me to just meet clients everywhere that I go? Why is it that everywhere that I go, I meet my ideal clients? I hope you guys are picking up what I'm putting down. I think the easiest thing too, this is like a bonus tip, is start thinking about your everyday life. Start thinking about, and this is kind of mixing in, kind of pre-paving, setting the intentions and so forth, right? When we use all of the things together, it manifests quicker. But start thinking about your life as you're going throughout the day. How would it make sense? Like, how can you see yourself there? It's like visualizing it. If you visualized, yourself in the supermarket, in the grocery store, right? Bumping into someone that you happen to, strike a conversation up with. Why is it so easy for me to bump into clients in the grocery store line? Why is it so easy for me to be pumping gas and clients are just coming everywhere? Why is it so easy for me to share my business and this opportunity with everyone around me? The next one is kind of continuing that whole kind of train of thought around feeling good, sharing your offers, which is another way of saying sales confidence. One of the ones you could use here is, why is it so easy to talk about my business and share my offers? Why do sales conversations feel like heart-to-heart conversations with people? Why is it so easy to have amazing conversations that lead to sales? All of these things are making your subconscious scan your environment, scan your world, scan your everyday for interactions that will meet this manifestation. Another great category of ASKfirmations has to do with like business growth and expansion. So you could say something like, why does my audience grow daily with people who love what I share or love what I talked about, right? Why is it so easy for me to get $10,000 a month in sales, right? Why does my business keep expanding in ways that feel fun and aligned? I love that because I don't want to forget about my business being fun. Hopefully, those of you that this message is for, you're creating a business that makes you feel joyful, expansive, and aligned, and not like you just created yourself another job. So try on. Why does my business keep expanding so that I keep feeling fun, joy, and aligned, right? Why does my business feel expansive and aligned? Why does my business bring in the right customers at the right time? You can definitely use that one. And then we want to think about generally abundance, right? Abundance and having that type of mindset and looking for abundance everywhere works so well for business. So why does money keep flowing into my business in expected and unexpected ways? Why does money flow to my business in increasing amounts? Why do my business sales keep growing and growing and growing? Why am I always surrounded by people who love to pay me for my gifts, right? Why am I surrounded by people who love to be a part of my business and share in its growth and its success, right? Abundance comes in all forms. Why am I surrounded by amazing staff that support me in building this business, right? Abundance in business is not just the money that's coming in, wink, wink. It's also the people that you have around you, the resources that are able to come to you, right? Why do the resources that I need come on time, exactly when I need it? All of these things are going to help you align yourself and, more importantly, have your subconscious look for the answers to manifest it for you and to reduce the hustle and flowing, right? Like we want it to reduce the hustle, increase the flow, and reduce the hustle, increase the flow. So now for the practical. I think I've distributed a couple tips here and there as I was sharing some of the ASKfirmations, but I want to give you some practical ways, of course, to use the ASKfirmations. First of all, repeat them with your daily manifestation practice. So if you're doing journaling, journal your ASKfirmations, like perhaps you may be journaling your affirmations. Also, I want you to second, speak them aloud. Speak them while you are visualizing the clients that you want to work with. Speak them aloud when you might be reconciling your books, right? Doing your accounting, talking about the money that's coming in. Why is it so easy for the money to come in? Why is it so easy for you to pay all of these bills? Why is it so easy for you to have this amazing staff that's supporting your business? Like, wherever you are interacting with your business, try to create that thriving business energy by using the ASKfirmations. Third, you want to write them down and put them on sticky notes. Some of the things that I have found recently that work really well for me is having these ASKfirmations not only on my mirror, which we've talked about before, but also just wherever you do your business. Have your office, your desk, your computer, your laptop. Have reminders there to quickly make you start prompting your subconscious. Remember, your subconscious is, and your ASKfirmations are like an AI. I'm going to tag that video. Definitely go and watch that, because basically these ASKfirmations are prompt engineering for your subconscious. So I want you to begin thinking about it in that way. Like, basically, what question can I ask to start giving me the best response? The best response being the manifestation that you want to see. And then, of course, I think this is the fourth and final way, or the fourth way, is that you want to use them when doubt starts to creep in, right? When you start having those negative feelings like, oh, my business is not working out. I'm feeling like I'm not going to make my sales quota this month, or I'm not meeting enough people, or my funnels are not working. That's when you want to get those ASKfirmations or affirmations, right? But ASKfirmations going so that you can keep that flow of prompting. Again, you're prompting, you're using your own prompt engineering to get all that you can out of your subconscious. Get it working for you instead of sitting around and sending it bad prompts, which are your doubts and your negative beliefs, and really poo-pooing on the best that you can do with your mind. We have two choices. We can either prompt it or ask in a way that's going to benefit us, or we can prompt and ask things that are not going to benefit us and then take us down the path that we don't want to go. So remember, Your subconscious is your most powerful partner, right? It's your AI partner in manifesting the things that you want. So make sure that you are asking powerful ASKfirmations, prompt engineering it so that you can manifest and get the response that you want, right? The manifestation, the goal that you are desiring. And in this case, business success, more sales, and overall general abundance, right? So I want to know in the comments below, which ASKfirmations are you going to use this week to manifest more success in your business and in your sales? And then for those of you that want help with your prompt engineering or want help breaking through the blocks that are preventing you from having what you want or designing ASKfirmations that are just for you, book your one-on-one session. Thanks so much for joining me today, and I'll see you in the next video.